Norway's new F-35 stealth fighter jets intercepted two Russian Tu-142 maritime reconnaissance and anti-submarine warfare aircraft and one MiG-31 fighter jet flying in international airspace south of the so-called Greenland-Iceland-UK gap, officials said. According to a statement issued Saturday by Norwegian Luftforsvaret, Royal Norwegian Air Force, Russian Tu-142 and Tu-142 Mr. escorted by MiG-31 fighter jet came from the north and were first noticed by the air control station in Sorreisa, northern Norway, the joint headquarters informs. The armed forces yesterday established reinforced extra F-35 preparedness from Orland Air Station to enhance sovereignty, said Chief of the Norwegian Air Force, Major General Tonje Skinnerland. Flying wing by wing, the event in the skies outside Norway on Saturday is historic. This is the first time Norway's new F-35s were identifying Russian planes. Even further south, two British Typhoon fighter jets took over the mission to monitor the Russian planes. Norway currently has 15 F-35s in its inventory and has ordered a total of 52 of the fifth-generation fighters to gradually replace its fleet of F-16s, which have been in service since the early 1980s. More than 490 aircraft, including 134 in 2019, have been delivered and are operating from 21 bases around the globe. More than 975 pilots and 8,585 maintainers have been trained, and the F-35 fleet has surpassed more than 240,000 cumulative flight hours. For the second week in a row, Russian maritime reconnaissance and anti-submarine warfare aircraft are flying much further south into the so-called Greenland-Iceland-UK gap than normal. GIUK is the area in the northern Atlantic that forms a naval choke point, important for the Russian Navy in case of a conflict. The planes on Saturday came from the north and were first noticed by the air control station in Sorreisa, northern Norway, the joint headquarters informs. Two F-16s from Bodo Air Station, north of the Arctic Circle, were scrambled to identify the Russian planes. When continuing further south outside Norwegian airspace, another two F-35s took off from Orland Air Base in southern Norway. Norway's F-16s from Bodo, the F-35s from Orland and the British Typhoons are all part of NATO's Quick Reaction Alert (QRA). Anti-sub warfare planes from the Russian Navy are normally flying the Barents Sea and northernmost parts of the Norwegian Sea. On February 26 and 27, however, the planes flew much further south over the Norwegian Sea than normal. The Russian Northern Fleet's Tu-142 anti-submarine aircraft is a maritime patrol version of the Tu-95 strategic bombers. The main aim of the planes is to hunt NATO submarines and electronic intelligence. Saturday's flights with the Tu-142s lasted for more than 13 hours and were supported by mid-air fueling from a Il-76 tanker aircraft, according to the press service of the Northern Fleet. The MiG-31 was only following the anti-submarine aircraft for parts of the route and not all south to the North Sea. It is not known how many NATO submarines that currently are sailing the North Atlantic, but Navy ships from several NATO members are currently in Norway, bringing in supplies to the multinational exercise Cold Response. The exercise takes place in northern Norway and will last until March 18. Norwegian Air Force is currently in a transition period and will maintain the F-16s on QRA for NATO at Bodo Air Base until 2022. Then, a few F-35s will be standby from Evenes Air Base in northern Norway, while the main bulk of the F-35s will operate from Orland Air Base. By 2025, all F-16s will be retired and the new fleet of 52 F-35s fully operative. The Norwegian Air Force has so far received 15 new planes, of which 4 are currently based at Keflavik, conducting NATO's air policing mission in Iceland.